Welcome to Robin's Cruise Show. I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend. I know I am. So, I'm doing a bit of a follow-up video to the Virtuosa video I did a few weeks ago, mainly because I'm jumping on board it. That and more in Robin's Cruise Show. Hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. Welcome to another edition of Robin's Cruise Show. So, I'm doing another thing about the Virtuosa. The main reason behind this is that I'm going to be jumping on board her on the 28th of May, and honestly, I cannot wait! It's going to be brilliant. So, to put you into perspective, I'm going to be jumping on board the Virtuosa for one of her 4-night sailings out of Southampton on the 28th of May 2021. We're going to be cruising out from Southampton down to Portland, which is an island just off the coast of Weymouth in the UK. And then we're going to be turning back around and heading back to Southampton. So we get to spend 4 wonderful nights on board the ship, enjoying everything that she has to offer. So I made a few mistakes on the last video I did about the Virtuosa, and this was actually pointed out in the comments. Also, can I just say, thank you very much, guys. I've had over 800 views on that Virtuosa video. Thank you. It makes me genuinely feel loved, and it's brilliant, so thank you. So, the 2 mistakes I made was, first one was Greenock in Scotland, or Greenock. I was thinking about Edinburgh, not Greenock. Greenock, you do actually port up, and it's not a tender operation. So that was the first mistake I made. The second mistake I made is that the Virtuosa is actually a sister ship to the Grandiosa. So, she's actually one of the Meraviglia Plus ships. So she's actually a bit bigger than Bellissima. She actually holds 6,000 people, not 3,000. So I got that one wrong as well. So I've had these errors pointed out to me. I'm willing to admit when I make a mistake. So there we go. I'm just corrected the 2 things that I made an error on in my last video. So you're probably wondering what kind of cabin I'm going to have. And the answer to that is we have some Bella Experience balcony cabins. It's going to be me and 3 other guys from work. We're each getting our own cabin, which is going to be brilliant. I'm going to be recording while I'm actually on the ship, so I'll be wandering around recording footage. I'm also probably going to do a couple of videos from my cabin and hopefully upload them to YouTube, where I will be taking footage and showing you guys around the ship, but also kind of showing you what it's like to cruise on the Virtuosa in the new normal. Now, we're all fully aware of the fact that on board the Virtuosa, we are going to be social distancing, we're going to be wearing masks in public areas, there'll be regular temperature checks all the way around the ship, and also before we go, we're also going to need to have a PCR test. Now, MSC, the fact that they are taking vaccinated and unvaccinated guests, everybody will need to provide a negative PCR, or as I was told in the comment, a LTF test, which is a lateral flow test. So yes, these are things that we're going to need to consider before we go, which we are going to all get sorted out, but in general, I'm actually really looking forward to it. Mainly just because I've not been on a ship for, well, 2 years now? It's going to be great. I'm genuinely looking forward to it. I mean, actually, the last ship I was on was the Bellissima. So it'd be nice to kind of go from one MSC ship to another MSC ship. And also I can actually compare the 2. That's probably going to be a video I do when I get back, whereby I'll be doing kind of a little bit of a comparison, kind of what was good about the Bellissima, what was good about the Virtuosa, how the 2 compare. We're also going on board because we want to take some footage of the ship, also because we're going to be doing some videos as a company for our Abu Dhabi Grand Prix package, which we have in December. Something else I'm really looking forward to, because hopefully it means I get to go to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I'm a massive Grand Prix fan, so genuinely cannot wait for that. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really, really good. So a couple of things that you can look forward to on board the Virtuosa, which are really awesome things that MSC have kind of innovated. Such innovations as the MSC Starship Club, which is actually going to be the first humanoid robotic bar at sea,
which, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing how good a robot can make a drink for me. It should be really, really awesome. Also, interestingly, they have the Galleria Virtuosa. Now, I've seen this actually on the Bellissima. So the Galleria is the longest LED dome at sea and is actually an indoor promenade with 1,168 square meters of retail space. Now, what this actually is, that it's a main promenade on the ship that kind of goes through the middle, but the actual ceiling, they actually have an LED dome, which means that they can project various images on there. Like, for instance, at night you will see stars, during the day you'll see various other illuminations. It's actually really, really awesome. Now, interesting one, MSC's name actually comes from the word virtuosa, which actually means someone highly skilled in any field of activity. So the Virtuosa was actually named to pay homage to the skill, expertise of the MSC Cruises, architects and shipyard partners at Les Chantiers de l'Atlantique, who designed the MSC Virtuosa and also actually designed the Grandiosa as well, and built both of them. I actually am just quoting that directly off MSC's website, not in a lie. But no, I mean, also interestingly, actually, MSC Virtuosa is actually very environmentally friendly. She's one of the most energy efficient ships currently at sea, and that's by the fact that she's got a 98% reduction of sulfur oxide and a 90% reduction of nitrogen oxide emissions. The other thing that she manages to do, which actually lends to the fact that she is more energy saving and energy efficient rather, is she's got a wide range of energy saving equipment to maximize efficiency, such as smart heating, ventilation and air conditioning. So it's very cool in the fact that actually Virtuosa has these really cool innovations on board. I mean, when you actually think about it in the grander scheme of things, I think a lot of cruise companies now are actually really trying to make the ships more energy efficient and also more environmentally friendly. A lot of cruise lines are realizing that the cruise industry has quite a large environmental impact, therefore they're trying to lessen that. And I think we're really seeing that with the redesign of the newer ships. I mean, take for an example the P&O Iona. She's actually powered by liquid gas as opposed to diesel. Okay, that does limit her slightly in terms of where she can go, because there are not too many places she can top up, but in the same way you're seeing all this new technology coming through in the cruise industry, which I think is brilliant personally. The other thing about Virtuosa is that because she is a bigger ship, she has 5 outside pools, which is brilliant. She's also got the MSC Lego Club, because obviously MSC do have a working partnership with Lego. This is more one of their kids clubs, absolutely brilliant. On the Bellissima we did have a little wander around inside, but it's really, really all-inclusive. It's brilliant for children of all ages, and children from the ages of, I believe, 2 all the way up to the age of 18 can go into these clubs, but they are divided up into different age groups, as you can imagine. Also, in terms of entertainment, the MSC Virtuosa does have some brilliant venues, such as the Grand Theatre. Now, that's located all the way in the forward position of the ship and covers 2 decks. Here you'll be able to see amazing shows. MSC tend to work with more shows that are visually impactful. This is more to do with the fact that you will find on board the Virtuosa there are guests of all nationalities. I mean, doing her British Seacation season, MSC have actually turned around and said that the shows will be in English, and the spoken language on board will also be English. So you don't really need to worry about that specifically at the moment. However, when she moves through to start her Med season, which will be later on in the year, and then finally the transatlantic that she'll be doing from the Med all the way down to Dubai, where she'll be then doing a Dubai season from around October. This is when we'll see probably more of a diverse nationality on board, and also where we'll then see the shows switching to being more visually impactful rather than being purely in English. Obviously at the moment the only guests on board her will be people from the UK. But you also have the Savannah Aqua Park on board her, and she'll be up on the top deck, and honestly that looks brilliant. There are some really cool videos that I found on MSC's website, and where they've actually gone down these slides. I've seen a similar water park again on board Bellissima, which was brilliant to watch. Also Grandiosa, if you have a look at a video for her, you'll be able to get an idea of what that park's actually like. You've also got kind of the standard things, which is like the TV studio, lounge and bar, where you'll be able to relax in the evening and have a drink. You've got the Red Gem Casino, and let's face facts here, casinos are pretty common on board most cruise ships. But then you've got the Sportsplex. Now, the Sportsplex is slightly unique because it can actually switch to being many different things. You've got a basketball court. I think it turns into an ice skating ring. You've also got it as for football and other various sports. So it's this really diverse indoor space that can be used for a multitude of different things, which again is a great innovation from MSC. I mean, you've seen something kind of similar on the Quantum class ships from Royal Caribbean. They have a very similar kind of thing. Now, let's have a little chat about the most important thing of any cruise. I'm not talking about the drinks package. I'm talking about the dining venues. Now, the Virtuosa has some great ones, from Indochina Restaurant, which is a Vietnamese, to the Kato Sushi Bar, to Kato Teppanyaki. Oh, I've been to both of these venues, they're brilliant. The food is absolutely incredible. And then of course you have the Marketplace Buffet, which is included within the fare. Obviously at the moment in the new normal, still hate using that phrase, the staff will be serving you the food in the buffet, but it just goes to show that you've got a very diverse range of venues on board the ship. Honestly, I can say that I'm really looking forward to going on board MSC Virtuosa, and I'm really looking forward to experiencing the ship and seeing what it has to offer. All I'm going to say is I really hope that you guys come with me and that you will enjoy the videos that I do on board. So I will say, just in a conclusion, thanks so much for watching Robin's Cruise Show. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend and you enjoy the rest of it. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It shows YouTube that I'm doing something right. Thanks so much for watching. Robin's Cruise Show, out.